Hello folks, I am back with some firearms information. This is regarding the Kimber recall on some of their firearms, and it was on the KHX line, and it was also on the Aegis Elite line. It was only regarding the optic ready or optic installed firearms. I had three of their firearms. Two of them were the KHX line, where you can install your own optic, and the other one was the Aegis Elite, where the optic was already installed on it. It was a Vortex Venom. For those of you who don't know, the issue they had with it was the mounting plate. Now, the mounting plate here, what was going on was some people were putting the RMRs or Vortexes on there, and also on the Aegis Elite, which I just mentioned had the optic on it. It seemed to be that the optic was flying off, similar to what was going on with Glock several years ago when they had the MOS versions come out. With Glock's case, it was not something that happened with their company. It was due to a third-party situation where they had a problem with the mounting plate and lack of longer screws. In Kimber's case, it was the mounting plate, and what was going on was they made a recall, and what they did was they took the slides, asked you to turn in the slides, and they did some milling on the slide, and the mounting plates they asked you to turn in as well if you purchased the mounting plates separate. I never got a chance to purchase the mounting plates. I just got this back. I mailed this out about a month ago to Kimber. Like I said, I had three slides, and this was the first one to come back. This is the one in the 45 version, 45 ACP version. And like I said, I had no issues with this firearm firing. It had nothing to do with anything mechanically here. It was just that Kimber wanted to err on the side of caution and did not want these optics flying off, or the mounting plates flying off, hitting someone, and there were some reports of that. So like I said, I mailed all my three slides back, and this was the first one to come back today. And I took it to the range. I had no issues with the firearm. Like I said, it was no problems with the firearm itself. It was basically they erred on the side of caution with the mounting plate, as well as some milling in the slide. And that's what they did. They did some work inside the slide here. And as far as the mounting plates, I'm going to get back to you on that. I did not take this apart because I did not have a mounting plate for my Vortex Razor that I was going to put on here. And what Kimber decided to do, I contacted them as soon as I received this back today, and the customer service lady, who was really nice, basically said to me, they're only going to concentrate on the slides for right now, and then they're going to worry about the optic plates. Well, the optic plates will later will come out. If you go on Kimber's website, you will not see the optic plates on there. They are no longer on the website. So whatever they did inside here, they must have did some extra milling and did what they had to do. And with the optic plates, after all the slides are done, then they're going to worry about working on the optic plates. And that's why they had people to turn in their optic plates. So I guess there's going to be a new set of optic plates. Those of you who purchased those optic plates, you have nothing to worry about. Kimber's going to give you a credit. So when these plates come out, all you have to do is either contact them, and what they'll do is send it to you because you already paid your money for the original optic plate. So you will be receiving that. I don't have the slightest idea because it sounds like it's a slow process. They inform me that they are going to work on these one by one, meaning if you had more than two slides like I did, you're going to get the slides back one by one because they want to make sure and do what they have to do. Like I said, I had no problems with this firearm originally. It shot well. Today when I shot it, I had just maybe 4 failure to feeds. One was with the, believe it or not, I'm really shocked at this, with the Wilson Combat 10-round magazine, and the other one had a failure to feed, was on the other 3 incidences were with the Kim Tech mags, which I'm really surprised at, because I put that magazine from there into my other Kimber and it worked flawlessly. And the same thing with the Wilson Combat 10-round magazine. So sometimes firearms are a little fickle. To get back with the optic plate, I forgot to mention, the reason why the optic plate is such a big deal is because if you look at this cover plate here, you'll notice that there are the rear sights on the back, and this is to co-witness if you decide to get a suppressor barrel, which Kimber sells, or if you get the optic plate, this whole piece right here comes off as one piece altogether. So when the optic plate comes on, it'll be how it connects here with the 4 screws, but it will also have the rear sight that would be able to co-witness. So it's the one plate that has, it's a unique design, because a lot of people complain when you take off certain optics, plates, for next thing you know, when you put an optic on, you lose the rear sight. So Kimber has a good idea on that. Hopefully Kimber will be able to rectify this problem really soon, because I actually bought 2 Vortex razors, one for this one and my other KHX, and they're just sitting here at this point. As far as the Aegis Elite, that already had the Vortex Venom installed on there. I had no issues. I had no problem with zeroing. I had no problem with it shifting, and it seemed like it was, the optic was still sturdy on there. Other than that, I'm really happy with the firearm itself. Like I said, I came back from the range, and it is still pretty accurate. So as you see here, here's my target. This is at 10 and 15 yards. Now, don't ask me how that happened. It must be something goofy I did in aiming. And right here, I went off here, and plus I went a little high. So I'm happy with this result. The firearm is a really, really good firearm. And anybody that knows me, I love 1911s, especially if they're in 45 ACP. And it is still a very good firearm. You can buy these without the optic ready or the optic installed. You can get them with just the, what they call the with the fiber optic front sight and the other I believe it's a True Glow rear sight. I can't remember right offhand, but if you don't want to purchase one with this configuration, you can still get the other ones, and they are very good firearms. I can't say anything bad about the firearms. I really think that Kimber was making a rebound, and unfortunately they had this particular incident. Well, that's all I have for now. I'll keep you posted on any updates that I find out, whether it's regarding the optic plates and so forth, and keep you posted on what Kimber tells me in the future. So happy shooting, stay safe, #2A.